Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here are the news today. At a meeting of the Working Group to promote foreign investment cooperation, the Politburo member, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs Phạm Bình Minh, and the head of the Working Group stated that Vietnam is now one of the attractive investment destinations with available competitive advantages. We drastically reformed the investment environment. Our position on the international arena is increasing. Lastly, our effective prevention of COVID-19.
Emphasizing that it is a favorable time for Vietnam to selectively attract new foreign investment flows, which are suitable for the country's needs. Mr. Phạm Bình Minh noted, it is necessary to clearly identify and handle objective and subjective challenges in the foreign investment cooperation. We need to take breakthrough actions and solutions to promptly attract capital flows. Mr. Minh stated that we need to prioritize projects with advanced, new and clean technology. It is also important to pay attention to projects with modern management, high added value, pervasive impact, and having public transport technology connecting global production and supply chains. In particular, attaching special importance to the development of enterprises and other economic sectors of Vietnam. They need to have supportive solutions to create conditions for the domestic enterprises to develop. At the meeting, the working group agreed on the implementation plan for the last 6 months of 2020, in which focusing on the 3 main groups of activities, including promoting investment, advise and propose policies, and lastly, promoting the image of the country and the business investment environment of Vietnam.
On the occasion of the 73rd anniversary of War Invalids and Martyrs Day on the 24th of July, the military command of Đồng Nai province held a visit and present gifts to families under preferential treatment policies, wounded and sick soldiers, and relatives of martyrs' family in the province.
At the places of visit, the military command delegation thoughtfully paid a visit and asked about the health and expressed their gratitude for the great contributions of war invalids, martyrs, and families with meritorious services to the revolution in the province. At the same time, they hope that families will continue to work together with the locality to build economic development, build a civilized lifestyle, and well-perform patriotic emulation movements. The families expressed their deep gratitude to the party, the state, the local authorities, and the provincial armed forces for the thoughtfulness and considerations.
India and China agreed to fully withdraw their forces from the East Ladakh region and affirmed that the full restoration and peace of stability at the border plays an essential role.
This is the main content in the 17th meeting of the Working Mechanism for Consultation and Coordination on India-China Border Affairs on the 24th of July. The delegation of the 2 countries attended the meeting led by the Director of East Asia Department of India Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Director of China Border and Ocean Affairs Ministry. The 2 sides agreed to complete early withdrawal of their troops from the area along the line of actual control, reducing tensions on the border between the 2 countries under bilateral agreement and decrees, as well as full restoration of peace and tranquility are essential to the overall development of the bilateral relations. The 2 countries said that this is in line with the agreement reached between the 2 special representatives in the phone call on the 5th of July. They agreed that the 2 sides should sincerely implement the common awareness gained between the 2 senior commanders in the negotiations. The border area between India and China is tensed after a series of clashes in early June between troops of both sides in East Ladakh.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) on July 24 released a new guidelines with a focus on reopening schools in the fall.
According to the guidelines, the CDC recommends schools to consider reopening at each level. CDC guidelines suggest that schools should be prepared for cases of COVID-19 infection occurring in their facilities, and they should be prepared to coordinate with local health departments. The CDC's move comes as the U.S. President Donald Trump administration is attempting to reopen all schools across the country next fall. Meanwhile, according to the latest guidance of the President Trump administration issued on July 24, new international students will not be allowed to enter the U.S. if they only study online during the fall semester. The announcement is expected to face criticism and opposition from universities, as most of them plan to teach online and international students are their main source of revenue.
That is the end of the news today. Thank you for tuning in.